All right, welcome back here to Santa Fe College. That was quick. We're moving on to the 11th grade boys Division I semifinal. And we got a little bit behind here, so we're quickly moving on to our next game as we are ready for the 11th grade boys Division I semifinal. This is a matchup between the New Light Disciples, coached by Cardis Brown out of Greensboro, North Carolina, the RCC A&M Wolves out of Lake City. I didn't give their coach's name. That's one thing I forgot to do. Hold on a second. All right, well, we'll get that here. Richardson Community Center, Annie Maddox Park, North Inc., that's what they're called, out of Lake City. So we are getting ready for action. The starting lineup for the Wolves are in the white uniforms with the green shorts and the green numerals. Number 31 there, that is Darrell Jones. Number 25, Mario Robinson. Number 5 is Jordan Kopic. Number 10, Dylan Hall. And number 2 is Kelvin Jonas, and winning the tip and missed the layup underneath there for that is Jones, but he gets the follow. On the other side, New Light Disciples in the navy blue with the silver letters and numerals. That's number 5, Trey McLean. Number 2, Brayon Cuckrill. Number 15, Tracy Smith, as they throw it away. Number 1, Yazid Laurie, and number 2, I have a number 2. That's, oh, I'm sorry, yeah, Cuthrell's number 2. And who am I missing here? 25, that's it, Brian McKelvey. So those are your starters. There's a 3 right corner, no good. Coming in with a nice rebound and a putback. That's Dylan Hall, came flying in for the offensive rebound. It's an early 4-0 lead for the Wolves.
Both baskets on putbacks as well, so look for that to be something the Wolves try to do. Attack the basket, attack the backboards.
Mardell Jackson, the head coach of the Wolves. There's a 3 over their right wing by Trey McLean.
McLean hit a deep 3. That was about 24, 25 feet out.
Boy, on the other side, though, there again is Jones. He falls down scoring. It's 6-3. Good start to the game here. Again, this is the 11th grade semifinal, and yeah, you want to know that a little time we have in between games, just filling out the lineups and just still find out the coaches as we start the game here, as that 3 misses short by McLean. Usually we have 10 minutes. I think we had about 6 minutes that time.
Felt like it, didn't it?
It's driving into the corner. Open 3 is short by Jonas. And it'll be out of bounds back to the New Light Disciples. That's the name of the team here in navy blue. The semifinal matchup here. The winner of this game will play the winner of the Macon Bucks and Minneapolis Thunder. That game going on right now over at Newberry High School. And the championship game will be back here for 11th grade this afternoon at 3:30 at Santa Fe College. That'll be our last game of the day.
Excellent.
Look forward to that. Minneapolis, had a chance to see them yesterday. They're a very good team. So is Macon. So that will be our winner here. We'll play the winner of that game later today. Third of 6 games today here. And by the way, I'm Marty Paulman, joined by Coach Scott McDaniel from Oak Hall School in Gainesville. Vince Brown is our videographer and producer. We welcome you to the USSSA National Boys and Girls Basketball Tournament here from Santa Fe College in Gainesville. And, a blocking foul as Jones undercut Laurie underneath. Laurie scores, and he has a chance at a 3-point play.
He caught it and aggressively attacked the basket.
6-4 now is the score. Laurie with a chance at a 3-point play as they call Jones for the foul. First of the game. That'll go against RCC A&M Wolves. And the free throw is good. It says 6'6". I have 6'5", unless they gave him a 3 earlier. Maybe that was the case with McLean. So we're now tied at 6. 13:25 to go here in the first half. Just underway. Knocked in the air and stolen. Taken away that time by Tracy Smith. Now driving in and laid up with the left hand is Trey McLean.
Good defense, knocked it loose, converted with a little bit of contact, no whistle, but McLean was able to put it in.
Well, we came from seeing an 8th grade and 6th grade games earlier. They were close games, and now you can tell we got some high school players playing here. This is 11th grade basketball, and the basketball ability is definitely there for these teams we see, and the IQ as well. Is nice drive into Jones, and Jones blocked, but he'll go to the line to shoot two, as they'll call a foul on the baseline on Laurie, his first.
Yeah, already the game looks a little bit crisper, a little bit cleaner than the previous two. Not that the effort wasn't there in the previous two. They're kids playing hard.
Right. 12:57 to go, first half. Jones to the line and shot way off the mark. Both teams with one foul now early on. Marnell Jackson, the head coach of the RCC AMN Wolves out of Lake City, again stands for Richardson Community Center, Annie Maddox Park North Inc., the whole name, as Jones missed both. It's a 2-point lead for New Light Disciples right now, 8-6. They're out of Greensboro, North Carolina. Cardis Brown is the head coach of the New Light Disciples. We apparently have another team here because they are standing across the way cheering on their this team, a younger team maybe over there that's participating in this tournament. Three is no good, left wing by Brian McKelvey, and out of bounds. It'll go back. Nope, I'm going to say back to the Wolves.
Tried to make a save down in the corner off the long rebound, stepped on the line.
So again, just getting started here in the first half. There's a two, right corner by Jones, no good. And the rebound high by McKelvey. Long pass ahead and taken away, but Trey McLean able to regain the ball. Now back out to McKelvey, top of the key. McLean left wing, trying to work it inside, knocked away by Jones. Loose ball now. And on the floor there, that's Jordan Kopic, number 5 for the Wolves, and he'll tie up New Light Disciples, number 15, Tracy Smith. It'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow will keep it with New Light Disciples. .59 to go. Again, we play two 16-minute halves here. As an open three, left wing, in and out. Good look there, but the putback was blocked underneath. As number 2 there, Brian Cuthrell had it and then lost it. Now back out to McLean. That shot by McKelvey went in and out left wing. Now Disciples again pull up free throw line jumper. Good, and a foul.
Wow. As
Cuthrell scores, and he has a chance at a three-point play.
Really nice finish there. 17-foot follow-away jumper and one.
And one. Kelvin Jonas commits the foul, his first. Second team foul. Well, you're right, he was fading away there, and he still got it to go. Nice looking jumper, a chance for a three-point play there for Cuthrell. Free throw is no good, though. Looks like they have a lane violation. No, they went out of bounds.
Little man-to-man pressure, full court.
Wolves are the number 1 seed and ranked 10th in Florida with an 11-2 record in USSSA play, as the foul on Joshua Brunson, his first, number 11, that just came in for New Light Disciples. And the Disciples are from Greensboro, lost the North Carolina State Championship game in late May. David Sturt was with us in our first game. As he mentioned, teams from all over the country. And we'll be seeing a team from Illinois coming up the next game, as stepping out of bounds is Jonas. I think he wanted a foul there on the sideline, and he went out of bounds with the ball. No call there, so we'll go back to New Light Disciples. Team from Minneapolis, Minnesota, we saw yesterday play here. They are playing in a semifinal game right now in this 11th grade division.
Well, that's a neat thing about a national tournament. You know, see teams from all over, see what other states bring.
Of course, this time of year, if you come to Florida from Minnesota, it's just really hot, like it might be in Minnesota.
Yeah.
If you wanted to come here during the winter, probably is. That is a charge. Going down the middle of the lane, Brunson gets called for his second foul. He was out of control, charging foul.
Pretty easy call. Big guy was there waiting on him.
If you come here in February, March, January, you're probably happy to be coming from Minnesota.
That's right. They're just starting to fall out up there, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, I think in June, that's what's amazing about where we live in Florida. I mean, it's been warm since April here. They're still getting snow in April up there in May sometimes. And boy, out of control shot by Jones that time. Loose ball on the floor. Jones, boy, working hard in there, but he had it knocked away, and it'll go out of bounds off of New Light Disciples. You can see earlier, Daryl Jones is able to pretty much have his way inside with the big body he has.
Yeah, big body, strong hands. Been able to collect several offensive rebounds at this point.
Tracy Smith is in for New Light Disciples. Joshua Brunson out. There's a 2, left wing, no good. And loose ball on the floor as that shot was missed by Kopic. And now the Disciples start the other way. Here comes McLean going all the way in. Missed the shot with the left hand. Oh, we're going to have a blocking foul. And it'll be on Mario Robinson, his first.
Good job by McLean. He's getting an advantage and forcing the blocking foul.
Trey McLean with 5 points, 2 free throws, missed the first. Both teams down with 3 team fouls, 10:31 to go first half. From here, we'll move to the 10th grade boys semifinal coming up at 1 o'clock. K-City. Saw this team's name. I thought they were from Kansas City. They're actually from Pembroke Pines, Florida. And Southern Illinois Select out of Marion, Illinois. 1 of 2 there for McLean, who now has 6 points. The 5-point lead for New Light Disciples as Jones drives in, missed a shot from 8 feet in. Loose ball out of bounds will stay with the RCC AMN Wolves.
Yeah, Jones is kind of taking things into his own hands several times. Ball doesn't leave his hands without going towards the basket at this point.
Boy, and the inbounds pass, Jones is open. Nice pass from Dylan Hall. Jones has 6, and he lays it in. Now the Wolves trail by 3, 11-8.
I'm fairly certain that's where they want him to get the ball. It's down there around the basket. The last possession, he was trying to play a guard, take a guy off the dribble.
Trey McLean dribbling to the baseline, tries a floater. It's too strong, but a loose ball rebound put back up and in by Tracy Smith. Smith in the right place at the right time, and timeout taken by Wolves coach Mardell Jackson. 5-point lead now for New Light Disciples, 13-8. 9:46 to go in the first half. That is a full timeout. We'll go ahead and take a break and let you hear from some of our sponsors, including the Gainesville Sports Commission and Florida Sports Foundation. This is USSSA National Championship live from Santa Fe College here on the Prep Zone.
The Gainesville Sports Commission would like to welcome all athletes, coaches, and families to Gainesville, Florida, and Alachua County, where nature, culture, and sport meet. Most people recognize our community as just being home to the University of Florida, and there are dozens of national championship sports teams. But every year, the Gainesville Sports Commission plays host to or helps coordinate as many as 40 major sports competitions. As a mid-sized town with big city amenities and venues, Gainesville is the perfect place to host the 2014 USSSA Boys and Girls Basketball National Championship. The following community partners would like to welcome you to Gainesville, Florida: UF Health Shands, Alachua County, City of Gainesville, Florida Sports Foundation, and Alachua County's Visitors and Convention Bureau. Good luck and welcome.
All right, welcome back here as we are back to action, and underneath, missing the layup for the Wolves is Jonas, but back out top of the key. Jones will try a 3. Tip no good there by Robinson, and now finally put back up and in by Robinson. First basket for Mario Robinson of the game. And on the other end, the basket no good. It's 13-10, though the Wolves trail by 3, as we'll have a foul coming up. And it'll go on Jonas. That'll be his second. Well, we see Daryl Jones trying a three-pointer. You're right, he pretty much just doing whatever he can offensively.
Because sometimes you can try too hard, and you kind of get your team out of sorts.
Kelvin throws it out of bounds off of Jonas. Good idea there. It'll stay with the New Light Disciples with 9:17 to go here in the first half. Again, this is an 11th grade boys semifinal matchup. Coming up, another semifinal game, and then we will wrap it up with 2 championship games here. There's another foul in the backcourt against the Wolves. Oh, no, they're going to call an offensive foul. Yep, going to say push off by Cuthrell, his first. Both teams now with 14 fouls. Coaches for the Wolves were lobbying for that one, and they got it.
Yeah, they did.
Here's Jonas now. 3 left wing, deep 3 is good. That's Kopic, Gordon Kopic's first basket.
Kopic caught it in rhythm and let it fly.
Tied at 13, first 3 of the game for the Wolves. The other side, top of the key, that's good for Cuthrell. Boy, nice shot top of the key. He has 5 points in a row now. Second 3 of the game for the Disciples. New Light Disciples back up 3. Jones now right wing over into the corner. Three try off the mark this time by Jonas. Loose ball rebound ends up in the hands of Tracy Smith. Here's McKelveen. Top of the key, driving in. Lost the ball, but he's fouled. And McKelveen will shoot two.
Attacked hard with the right hand, got down in deep, forced the foul.
Dylan Hall gets his first foul. 5th team foul against the Wolves. And rolling in the free throw is Brian McKelveen, his first point of the game. And it's back to a 4-point lead for the New Light Disciples, 17-13. We approach noontime here. And rolling it in for the second free throw. Started at 9 a.m. and it's almost afternoon already. We're rolling right along. 5-point lead for the New Light Disciples, 18-13. Jones, 3 left wing. He'll try it and he'll knock it down.
Wow.
Got some range.
Caught it in rhythm, let it fly. Bottoms.
9 for Jones. And now back within 2 are the Wolves. So we approach the halfway point of the first half. This pass underneath, but taken away. Good steal that time by Hall as he took it away from Smith. Driving the other way though, out of control. Hall missed it. Loose ball on the floor, ends up with McKelvey. Now we have 2-on-2 the other way.
I think he was hoping to get a whistle, and it just didn't happen.
Robinson tried to save it in the corner for the Wolves, out of bounds. Back to New Light Disciples with a 2-point lead. (18-16) the score. Oh, and that's going to be an over and back as it went off the hands of Eric Burlett, who just checked in. He couldn't hold on to it, and it's a turnover back to the Wolves.
Wolves have been able to force a couple of turnovers on the half court with their man-to-man defense. An offensive foul a couple of possessions ago on a ward-off. A guy trying to create some space in there. Couldn't get the ball inbounds cleanly because of the defensive pressure.
Joshua Brunson is in, number 11, again replacing number 15, Tracy Smith, for the New Light Disciples. 3, left wing, high arcing 3 is short that time by Hall. Put back by Jones is good. Offensive rebound, and Daryl Jones already in double figures with 11.
Their offensive rebounding has been key here in the first half.
Tied at 18, top of the key, McKelveen for 3, it's short, and another rebound for Jones. Now a chance for the Wolves to retake the lead. Jonas nearly lost it across half court. Now off to Kopic. But Kopic trying to no-look pass. He threw it right into the hands of Brunson for the other team. Now ahead of 2-on-2 was, boy, driving up. And
wow.
Wild-looking shot by Malik Dargan, but he scored. Number 3 now in the game, and that one rolled in for him. 2-point lead for New Light Disciples, 20-18. 6:45 to go, first half. On the baseline, and up and in, and a chance for a 3-point play for Mario Robinson.
Nice job by Robinson getting position on the block. Bounce pass in, little drop step, and one.
Foul on McKelvey, his first. Yeah, got it right inside to Robinson on that baseline. He put it right in, drew the foul. Tied again at 20. And Robinson with a chance to get the lead back to the Wolves. Free throw, though, is short. And McKelvey with the rebound. Here is McLean now with it. 6:30 to go in the half.
Man-to-man by the Wolves.
McKelvey driving, top of the key, now threw it away. And they called a kick. Well, right when it was in the hands of Kopic.
Good job by Kopic on the weak side, jumping in to help and hitting the passing lane.
20-20. Dargan. Back out to Burlett. He'll try a 3, and that's good. Eric Burlett off the bench hits the 3. That's the third 3 of the half for the New Light Disciples, and they're back up by 3, 23-20. You're listening and watching today's game on the Prep Zone, listening also on FloridaCast.com. As that is nearly thrown away, saved to Jones. Jones up around the defender, missed a shot, tip no good. And the ball ends up in the hands of Dargan. And Dargan had it taken away, stolen right back by Robinson.
Great job by Robinson. 1-2-2 from the Disciples. Half court extended all the way out to mid-court line.
Kopic drives to the left wing with 5:30 to go now in the half. 3-point lead still for the New Light Disciples, 23-20 out of Greensboro, North Carolina. The Wolves of RCC AMN out of Lake City. Into the baseline. Robinson shot no good. Tipped around, loose ball again to Dargan. 2-on-2 the other way. Dargan, nice pass ahead. Oh, and Robinson blocked the shot by McLean and got called for the foul on the way up. And to the line goes McLean to shoot 2. The foul, the second on Mario Robinson.
Great job by Robinson hustling back in transition.
Yeah,
Stopped the easy one.
Got his hand on the ball, but got called for the foul. 16 foul on the Wolves. 5 fouls on New Light Disciples, and that free throw barely at the front of the rim by McLean. McLean with 6 points. He's 1 for 3 at the line. And the second free throw, that didn't hit the rim. Ooh. Can't say that I've ever done that in a game when I played. Never airballed a free throw.
Well, sometimes in a new environment, the depth behind the backboard messes with you a little bit.
Right.
I'll give that to him this time.
This is what I've heard about, you know, because you look at this, it's different than a high school gym. In the high school gym, the wall's right behind the basket.
Exactly.
That's why I've always heard teams when they go down to Lakeland to play in the FHSA finals, all there is crowd behind there because that 3 misses. That is tough to get used to. A lot of room behind the basket there. 23-20, a 3-point lead for the New Light Disciples. Dargan, right wing, dribbles to the free throw line. Dargan being guarded there by Dylan Hall. Now back out top to Burlett.
Not a lot of people movement on the half court for the Disciples.
Right-handed hook by Dargan is short from about 5 feet. Rebound back to the Wolves. Here's Jonas now. Here's Jones. Jones will pull up. 15-footer. Rolls in. Got the roll. 13 for Daryl Jones. 1-point lead now for the New Light Disciples. 4 minutes to go first half. 3. Burlett, top of the key. Short, back rim, and the rebound ends up with Kelvin Jonas. Under 4 minutes left first half. And this is the 11th grade boys semifinal game. They're from Santa Fe College in Gainesville. They're in northwest Gainesville, right off I-75. Swings it into the corner. 3 try in the corner is short that time. But another rebound by Robinson put back too hard. Jones up, can't get it to go. But he's fouled, and he'll go back to the free throw line.
They continue to control the backboards. Second shot after second shot, almost every possession it seems.
Foul will be on Eric Burlett, his first. As you mentioned, Jones continues to work hard on the boards. Missed his first 2 free throws earlier and hits that one. Nice looking shot that time for Jones, who has 14 now of the 22 points, 23 points, as the Wolves tie it up again.
He's a good looking player. Big and strong, soft hands, nice stroke.
That free throw is short. Well, that's what happens. You jinx him.
That's right. Start talking nice about him.
23-all. We're tied again. Good back and forth post first half between these two teams. McElween dribbling now outside the free throw line. Short of the 3-point line, top of the key shot, no good. In and out, and a rebound taken away. Laurie had it blocked there by Dylan Hall.
Didn't just block it, he just jumped up there and took it out of his hands while he was shooting it.
Dylan Hall with a steal from Laurie there. Now back to Jones, and we're going to call a foul coming up on the New Light Disciples. And that is team foul number 7, so a 1-on-1 for Jones coming up.
1 for 2 last time.
They got Brunson for that foul. The free throw is good. Jones hits the first. $15 points for Jones and a 1-point lead for the Wolves, 24-23. Second free throw straight through. That's a good shot that time. 25-23. 2:40 to go first half. Driving in, missing with the right hand. The putback is good as Laurie puts up the miss from Burlett. And Laurie has 5 points in. And again, we're tied at 25.
Jones tried to take a charge there, took himself out of position for a rebound, allowed the Disciples to get a second shot.
And dribbling out of bounds is Jonas. Back to New Light Disciples. Burlett on the baseline. 12-footer, no good by Laurie. Back to a rebound. A nice floater there in the air by Cuthrell. With the right hand, got it to go. He has 7.
Robinson mistimed his jump. The ball bounced over his head. Another second shot for the Disciples, 2 possessions in a row.
27-25, back to a 2-point lead as Robinson rejected as he drove the baseline, ran into McKelvey, who blocked it away, and out of bounds, staying with the Wolves. 1:54 left.
Robinson tried to use his strength to bully his way down in there, and the taller Disciples weren't having any of it that time.
3 from the corner is short by Kopic. Rebound, he ends up with Jones. Jones drives, forced it, no good. Putback is no good that time by Hall. Another putback, no good. And here comes ahead and a right-handed layup good there by McKelvey off the pass from Cuthrell. 4-point lead again for New Light Disciples as McKelvey has 4 points. 1:25 to go first half. Kopic with Cuthrell on him. Kopic inside the free throw line, misses the right-handed hook. And the rebound again to Laurie. And laying it up and in is Laurie again. Now it's a 6-point lead again with a minute to go for the New Light Disciples. Jones 3 right wing, it's short. And saved, point back in the middle of the court and ends up back with Jones. Jones drives, lays it in. It was a mistake that time by Eric Burlett. He tried to save the ball going out of bounds, but he saved it right in the middle of the floor, and Jones was able to come up with it to score.
Yeah, Jones in the right place at the right time, able to convert after really what was a bad shot previous to that.
Now 18 for Jones. Good first half for him. It's a 4-point deficit, and now the New Light Disciples will run some clock down to 30 seconds to go in the half. Here's McKelvey. Now 18 seconds.
Trying to get something set here for a final shot.
10 seconds. Here's McKelvey driving and able to lay it in with the right hand.
That was easy. Nice job. Spread the floor, attack off the dribble.
2 seconds, 1 second. Jones, will he get a shot up? He will. Oh, back rim, no good. Trying to add to his total in the first half. McKelvey scores that basket before the buzzer to give the New Light Disciples a 6-point lead, 33-27 at the half. Our score here at halftime of the 11th grade boys semifinal, the New Light Disciples 33 and the RCC AMN Wolves 27. We'll take a break and come back for the second half. I am Marty Palmer along with Coach Scott McDaniel. Vince Brown is our producer and videographer. And you are watching the USSSA National Tournament live from Santa Fe College in Gainesville on the Prep Zone and audio streaming at FloridaCast.com.
Florida fishing. It's the abounding beauty of the sea at sunrise, the challenge of reeling in the big one, and adventure around the next river bend. It's dropping your line off the pier or feeling the surf at your feet. It's nature in all its beauty. It's Florida, the fishing capital of the world. Get hooked today. Visit FLAsports.com to request your free Florida fishing guide.
The world of internet sports broadcasting is rapidly expanding into the amateur ranks. Schools, high school and college, as well as minor league sports clubs are finding out about the hottest new streamer on the planet, EasyStream.com. In just minutes, your crew can have its sporting events live and on the internet. For more information, call 800-866-7510 or log on to EasyStream.com. EasyStream, streaming made easy.
Today's game is sponsored by Visit Gainesville, a destination for outdoor enthusiasts, featuring 8 nearby state parks for hiking, biking, fishing, and freshwater springs for diving. You can also discover antiquing in High Springs and Micanopy. The Florida Museum of Natural History, an array of outstanding bed and breakfast and delicious farm-to-table dining options. For more information, go to visitgainesville.com, where nature and culture meet.
All right, welcome back to the second half. It's 33-27 as we start the second half. Marty Palman here along with the coach Scott McDaniel and Vince Brown, our videographer and producer here from Santa Fe College in Gainesville. We're in Northwest Gainesville. The Wolves in the white and green from Lake City, the RCC AMN Wolves. And New Light Disciples out of Greensboro, North Carolina, the navy blue with the silver letters in there. Wolves will have a foul already against New Light Disciples to start the second half. First team foul. 3 from the corner is short by Kopic. Ball fought for and eventually won by Dylan Hall, but he's fouled on the way up. And Dylan Hall will go to the line.
Second shot again, Marty.
An offensive rebound there. Foul will go on Brian McKelvey, his second for Light Disciples. So we'll have an inbounds play coming up. Look at the first half totals. New Light Disciples, 7 points for Yazid Laurie, also 7 for Brian Cuthrell, 6 for Trey McLean, 6 for Brian McKelvey. That three is no good. Another rebound for Jones, another tip for Jones. No good off the miss by Mario Robinson, and another offensive rebound. And that three no good, back rim by Kopic. Plenty of opportunities there for the Wolves. And then the other end on the run out, it'll be an easy layup for Brian Cuthrell.
Nice job on McLean. Got it and gave it right back for the layup. It was a really nice play. Very unselfish.
35-27 now. As it's an 8-point lead, New Light Disciples has pulled it back out. Daryl Jones had 18 points in the first half to lead the way for the Wolves. The only player in double figures for either team. 14:40 to go now, second half. Still a lot of time, and Hall called for the travel. Tried to move in position to take a shot inside the three-point line there, and he was called for the turnover.
Yeah, and they had Robinson on the block down there too, calling for the ball. Couldn't quite get it to him.
Again, the winner of this game will play the winner of the other 11th grade game going on right now at Newberry High School between the Minneapolis Thunder and the Macon Bucks. The 11th grade championship game will be back here at Santa Fe College later today at 3:30, and we'll have it for you here on the Prep Zone, our final game of the day. Nice pass underneath. Missing the layup, though, was Laurie. And now we'll have a jump ball. Possession arrow will keep it with the New Light Disciples. Good entry pass from McLean, and Laurie couldn't quite finish it there, but it will stay with the Disciples.
He was almost too open, I think, Marty.
Yeah, that'll be the winners of those two games playing here for the championship later today.
A national championship, is that correct?
That's correct. These are national championships being held this weekend for boys and girls. And there's a turnover as Cuthrell just lost it. Now on the other side, the Wolves, Jones swings it around to Robinson. Robinson up and under the baseline, hit the bottom of the backboard as Laurie wouldn't allow him to go any further. Here comes Cuthrell the other way, now into the corner, three, open, oh, in and out, good look again for McKelvey, but it ends up in the hands of Laurie, who lays it in. All tipped around, and Laurie with an offensive rebound, a timeout taken by Marnell Jackson and the Wolves. 10-point lead, and we haven't seen this much distance really between these two teams in the game. It's been pretty much a single-digit game most of the day.
Yep, I think the difference here early in the second half is on one end we're sharing the ball quite a bit, trying to set up the open man down here, maybe trying to do a little bit too much one-on-one. Seen a couple of travels. Guy hits the bottom of the backboard on a difficult drive, maybe when he's not real open, etc. So got to get reorganized, have faith in each other.
Well, the problem has been for the Wolves out of Lake City, Richardson Community Center, Annie Maddox Park, North Inc., what they're called, RCCAM and Wolves. The problem has been finding offense other than Jones.
Yep.
Only 9 points from the rest of the team. Jones has 18. He's been working inside. He's hit a three-pointer as well outside. And other than that, there's only been 4 other baskets by his teammates.
And most of those, or a lot of those, have come off second shots, working hard down inside for rebounds.
All right, so the Wolves down 10 with the ball. New Light Disciples out of Greensboro, North Carolina. Their coach, Curtis Brown. There is Kelvin Jonas, number 2 for the Wolves. Had it knocked away. Now at the free throw line, it's stolen again. Here we go the other way with a 3-on-2. Driving up. Oh, goaltending the call.
It's a goaltend.
And McLean will get the basket as he drove in, and Dylan Hall blocked it, but it was a goaltend, and now a 12-point lead, 39-27 as McLean has 8 points.
Another transition basket for the Disciples as well. Forced by the defense.
All right, Wolves again. This was a at the half. Our score was 33-27, so already 6 points in the second half, and again the Wolves turn it over. They have yet to score in nearly 3 minutes in the second half. 13:02 to go here in the second half. 16-minute halves we play. Earlier today we started with an 8th grade semifinal game between 2 Gainesville teams, and we had a 6th grade semifinal won by a team from Lakeland, Florida, the Lakeland Fire. Nice move in, and laying it up with a finger roll is Tracy Smith.
a nice play. They flattened the floor out, put him up top, set a screen, and no help was there. He went to the basket.
Actually, McKelvey scoring. He has a now 14-point lead. And the Disciples have another team over here now up on their feet cheering on the team here. And nearly another steal. Robinson back out front. Here's Kopic over to the corner. Open three for Dylan Hall. He got it. That's a big shot there. Dylan Hall with the three, and timeout immediately taken by Mardell Jackson and the Wolves. First basket of the second half so far for RCC A&M Wolves.
Took almost 4 minutes to score, and that three right there kind of stops the bleeding, if you will, for the Wolves, at least temporarily.
Dylan Hall has 5 points, third three of the game for the Wolves, who trail at 41-30. We still have 12-14 to go here in the second half in a game that was close in the first half, but really for the most part, since very early on, New Light Disciples have led, and they pretty much have led the whole way, trying to open up a little bit here early in the second half.
Yeah, they've done it with their defense, creating transition baskets here in the second half, and the Wolves haven't done a great job of moving the basketball. Not everybody's getting touches. Like you said earlier, Jones has been the main source, almost the only source of offense for them. They've got to figure out a way to spread it around a little bit more, create something for somebody else. Maybe Jones creates something for somebody else because of the attention they're going to pay him to get some easy ones. Nothing has been real easy for them.
All right, back to action after the timeout taken by the Wolves.
A little 1-3-1, the change in defense. See how that goes.
McKelvey nearly taken away by Jonas. Now in the corner, three left. Corner is good, and that is Joshua Brunson, his first basket of the game. And for the Disciples, their fourth three-pointer made, and a lead now 14, 44-30.
Disciples recognized that 1-3-1, found the open corner. That's a weak spot in that zone, and converted the three-pointer.
Foul out front will be on Trey McLean, number 5, for the Disciples. And McLean gets his first. That's the third team foul in the second half on New Light Disciples. None so far on the Wolves. Tracy Smith checked out. And back in is Brad Cutthroat. Trying to get it into Robinson on the baseline was Jonas, was kicked out of bounds.
They ran the double team at Jones that time to get the ball out of his hands, and he was smart enough to throw the ball into the corner.
Inbounds play for Dylan Hall. He gets it in quickly. Robinson, right-handed hook, missed it short. Another rebound for Jones, and his putback is good again. Another offensive rebound. Jones with 20, and it's 44-32, a 12-point lead for New Light Disciples. Oh, easy pass underneath. Nobody guarding. Glory is wide open. He has 11 now. Easy layup for him. Just asking where the defender was there. Glory, and the first player in double figures in the game for New Light Disciples. 11 minutes to go, 46-32, and taken away. Steal by McLean. McLean ahead, laying it up and in, and drawing the foul is Cutthroat, and he has a chance at a three-point play. Again in transition, the New Light Disciples.
Yep, forced a turnover, got out on the break, converted, chance for a three-point play.
Second foul on Daryl Jones. First team foul of the second half, and the lead now 16. Biggest lead of the game, 48-32 with 10:54 to go. Cutthroat now in double figures with 11. Joining us is Lowry. And it's the free throw. Three-point play gives Brian Cutthroat 12 points. And a 17-point lead, 49-32.
Doesn't look good now for the Wolves. They've had a hard time generating consistent offense. And now down 17.
Jones into the corner. Open three. It's short that time by Kopic. Well, that would have been a big shot, but the loose ball rebound ends up with Brunson, and now Disciples running again. Brunson, cross court to McKelvey. McKelvey tried to get it down low. The pass was tipped out of bounds off of Maria Robinson. Long inbounds pass tipped away. Then Hall with a steal. Hall with a run out and lays it in.
Good job by Hall. There's an easy basket.
7 for Hall, 15-point lead, and now traveling called on the other end on McKelvey. Looks like he was going to take the baseline and try to lay it in. Got called for the travel before that.
See if the Wolves can string together another basket. Maybe the start of some a run to get them back in the game.
Approaching 10 minutes to go here, second half. A 15-point lead, 49-34 for the New Light Disciples over the RCC AMN Wolves. Robinson over to the right wing to Kopic. He'll try a three, and there it is. Kopic for three, his second of the game. He's got 6, back to a 12-point lead.
All right.
Good shot there.
1-3-1 hasn't been good to him to this point. Giving up a 3 and a layup out of it.
Here's McKelvey. Nice pass underneath again. Laurie's been doing that all day.
It's not quick enough. The rotations aren't quick enough.
Brunson with a nice assist, and Laurie has 13, and all of his baskets have been pretty much of that variety. Driving the baseline, Hall had it taken away, but they'll call a foul on the way up on Laurie. That'll be his second. Actually, they called it, on McKelvey before that. Laurie was in the area. 9:19 to go, it's 51-37. Fourth team foul on the New Light Disciples. And at the line is Dylan Hall. 2 shots and short on the first. Jones has shot all the free throws until now for the Wolves. He was 3 for 6 at the line, so now 3 of 7 are the Wolves. Disciples are 5 for 10, so 50%. Need some free throw practice, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, it's 1 of 2.
It's just about every game this morning.
8 points now for Hall. It's 51-38. Back to the game, Eric Burlett, number 12 there for the Disciples. Has it top of the key, swings it right wing. Again, a pass underneath. Boy, you're right, the rotation.
Gashing that 1-3-1. Just gashing it. You got to do something else. It's been too easy.
They're finding the open man. It's always somebody different. It seems like cutting to the hoop. That time it was Cuthrell.
And give the Disciples credit for recognizing the 1-3-1 and really being prepared for it.
And Cuthrell nearly had a steal. It went out of bounds back to the Wolves. He has 14 now. 14 points leading the way for the Disciples, who lead it by 15 with 8:48 to go. Kopic, and now they're going to call a foul as Cuthrell slipped and committed the foul, his second. Again, that's team foul number 5 on the New Light Disciples, and 2 more will put the Wolves in the 1-on-1. 8:35 left. Quick inbounds pass to Jonas. Back to Jones. He'll try a 3 left wing. It's short. And the rebound to Laurie. Brunson will hand it back to Burlett. To Cuthrell. And again, underneath, Laurie lays it in. That's been the story of the game. Laurie has 15, again, mostly layups. And we'll have a timeout taken again by the Wolves, down 17.
Yeah.
55-38 with 8:10 left.
1-3-1 hasn't been real good to him. Maybe extend your defense now, match up full court man, try something different.
1-3-1. Now, if you go to the zone like that, is that more to just kind of?
Well, they're trying to trap out of it,
Right.
try to force some turnovers on that end of the court. But what's happening is when the ball is opposite, the weak side wing has got to follow the block,
right.
and it's just not, and it's either just been a jog or just not getting there at all, and that's where the open guys on the blocks are coming from.
Well, that has been the offense in the second half. The New Light Disciples have really worked it inside against that trap in that zone.
Yep. And kudos to those guys for knowing what to do against it and being prepared for it and getting into it in a situation like this where you don't have a lot of scouting time and whatnot. To be able to get into that is good.
Colby deflected it out of bounds. Referee wanted to make sure that he doesn't put his hands over the line as Hall tries to throw it in right in front of the bench here. And nearly stolen away again. Ends up in the hands of Kopic. So a 17-point lead for New Light Disciples, 55-38. Kopic will pull up. Free throw line jumper, no good. Back on the rim, rebounded by Burlett. And Burlett, Bennett, half court, lost the ball. Taken away Here comes Dylan Hall, now to Jones. Long three, left wing deep. Wow, well short. Hit the bottom of the backboard there, rebounded by Laurie. I wonder if Jones is maybe doing a little bit too much out there with that shot. Looks a little tired, and he has been working hard the whole game. We'll have a foul out front on Kopic as he was guarding
Yeah,
Eric Burlett.
He looks a little tired. He looks a little dejected. You know, 7 minutes to go, you're down 17. Now's the time. Try to make a play, get your team going.
Brian McKelvey will throw it in for New Light Disciples. Brunson. Side, boy, nobody was there, but it fell in the hands of Smith. Here comes Jones the other way. It's a 3-on-2. Driving in. Robinson shot blocked by McKelvey. Here comes Burlett the other way. Now a 3-on-1. Burlett ahead. Laurie lays it in. Laurie has had a big second half. Now 15 in the game. 17 in the game. 10 in the second half. Ball, Jones' three-pointer no good, but tipped in by Hall.
The second shot has been their best offense.
Hall in double figures with 10. 7 minutes to go, though. Right now, New Light Disciples in control, 57-40. McKelvey tries. Boy, he throws it in off the glass. This throws one up from about 8 feet. He has 10. And now, I think they're going to get a technical on McKelvey. He did look like he said something. I was looking at his own bench, though, which was kind of weird.
Yeah, he's been exchanging some pleasantries with Hall the last couple of possessions down here on this end. And I think it's he finally let it get the best of him. Yeah.
6:50 to go. We'll have a technical foul called on Brian McKelvey. First I thought he was looking at his own bench, but you're right. He has been talking to Hall as Jordan Kopic hits the first technical.
Well, and the shame of it is, like you said, he's had a big second half. And
yeah. And second good. And, you know, you can celebrate. The game's not over yet, though.
That's right.
6:50 left. And McKelvey will check out, in fact, as Trey McLean will return. Curtis Brown has a smile for him. He's appreciating what you're doing, but, you know, don't get too out of control.
Amen. You know, we're in a college gym, and I assume you aspire to be a college basketball player. You never know who's watching you.
Right. 3. Kopic hits it right wings. There's a 3-point.
All right.
Play
14. Got to have a stop. Got to have a stop. Let's see what we do on defense. Looks like we're matching up. Or no.
Into the corner. And traveling called.
Got to travel. Now you got the ball down 14. Got to come down and get a good shot. If you got a set, you run for Jones, maybe on the block.
That was Dargan calling for the travel. As Kopic hit 3 on the other end, he's hit 3 threes, has 11 points now. And it's 59-45 with 6:24 left in favor of the New Light Disciples. Kopic into Jones, and Jones lost it. Here comes Brunson the other way.
Nice back cut.
Pulls up inside the free throw line. Jumper short that time by Cuthrell. But another loose ball rebound. Driving up, hit the bottom of the backboard. That time was McLean. And here we go the other way. Here's Jonas. Jonas back out. 3 left wing. In and out. No good. Good look for Kopic.
Good shot. Nice job by Jonas setting him up. Just wouldn't go down.
Here we go the other way. And timeout taken by Coach Curtis Brown. Was a little ragged there for his team. So we'll take a timeout with the New Light Disciples up 59-45. 30-second timeout with 5:44 to go.
Doesn't want his kids to start playing the scoreboard, continue to play the game. The game is starting to get a little helter-skelter. And if that happens, that allows them to get back in it. You know, as long as we're under control, we're up 14, 15 points. As long as the game is slow, we're going to win. If the game starts doing this, you give them a chance to get back in it.
Teams are in the building for our next game from Illinois and Pembroke Pines, Florida, scheduled to start at 1 o'clock.
Hey, we're pretty close to being back on time, Marty.
12:37. Our next game does start at 1, and we started the last game a little bit later. Our first game ran a little long, so just about 10 minutes behind or less. But yeah, we are getting close to getting back on track here. Again, I think they only gave us about 6 or 7 minutes between the last game, a little less than normal, so we can get back on track here. They run it tight ship here. USSSA National Championship, boys and girls basketball tournament this week here in Gainesville. And oh boy, again, Laurie on the baseline would have a good look, but he couldn't hold on to it. Turned it over.
Another nice play by McLean, attacking, being ready to give it up. He's a good player.
McKelvey will return. Here's Jones across half court. Top of the key, he'll try a three. Short, tip no good. And ball stays in bounds. And
Hall's a tremendous rebounder. Obviously very athletic, but just seems to have a nose for the ball too.
Yeah, Hall was hit that time on the way up. Was that a 1 or 11?
I think that was a 1.
Yeah, Laurie commit the foul. Hall hits the first. 11 points now for Dylan Hall. It's 59-46. Second free throw is no good. And we'll have a foul over the back on the Wolves. On Mario Robinson, his third. Still 5:05 left, but still a 13-point lead. Wolves have not been able to really cut into it lately. Baseline, Laurie with a left-handed hook on the left baseline. 12 points in the second half, 19 in the game now for Yazid Laurie. Nice spin move by Jones and rolls it in.
Nice soft touch.
22 for Darryl Jones. Needed that basket.
Only 4 in the second half.
Right, only 4 in the second half, 18 in the first. Still a 13-point lead, 61-48. Free throw line jumper in and out, no good by Brunson, and the rebound goes to Dylan Hall. Free right wing, and that was short. Okay, it went in at first by Kopic. Now back out from Jones to Kopic again. He's short again, and rebound by Laurie.
Teammates wanted to go in, they standing up, 3 fingers in the air.
Driving all the way in and laying it up and in is McKelvey. Nobody came out on him, and he had a wide open lane to score, and he has 12. 63-48. Now 3:45 left. Nice move by Hall, and makes the shot with the right hand. Dylan Hall has played well in the second half as well. In fact, has 11 points in the second half, 13 in the game now. 63-50 with 3:40 left.
Can't trade baskets, got to have stops. Can't give up layups on the other end. Not for free.
Now ball back in with 3:40 to go.
Force a turnover.
They do get a turnover and a layup for Kopic. Now pressure by the Wolves. 11-point deficit with 3:30 left. And nearly stolen away again, and Kopic got called for the foul.
Still not in the bonus. They've got a foul anyway to get close to the bonus, so no harm done really there. Got to have a stop though. They can't score again. I mean, literally, if they get to 67, you're not winning. We'll have a foul, though, against Jones. Team foul number 6. The 2 free throws coming up for Trey McLean, who's 1 for 2 at the line. 17 fouls on the New Light Disciples with 3:14 left.
64-52. And there's the second one. (65-52). Back to a 13-point lead, and Topic had it knocked away by Cuthrell. Across half court to the Hall. Into the corner, 3 try is no good again by Jonas. And the rebound taken by Brunson. And there's a foul in the backcourt. All right, 2:51 left. Coming down to the wire, it's still a 13-point lead for the New Light Disciples, 65-52. We'll take a break, hear from our sponsors, and come back for the rest of our game here as you're listening to the watching the 2014 USSSA National Tournament. We'll be back to Santa Fe College in a moment.
The Gainesville Sports Commission would like to welcome all athletes, coaches, and families to Gainesville, Florida, and Alachua County, where nature, culture, and sport meet. Most people recognize our community as just being home to the University of Florida, and there are dozens of national championship sports teams. But every year, the Gainesville Sports Commission plays host to or helps coordinate as many as 40 major sports competitions. As a mid-sized town with big city amenities and venues, Gainesville is the perfect place to host the 2014 USSSA Boys and Girls Basketball National Championship. The following community partners would like to welcome you to Gainesville, Florida: UF Health Shands, Alachua County, City of Gainesville, Florida Sports Foundation, and Alachua County's Visitors and Convention Bureau. Good luck and welcome.
All right, and we welcome you back. Yeah, you know when you've been here, I was here most of the day yesterday and part of the day today, and now I'm starting to run all my words together. I'm at Santa Fe College. I'm with Scott McDaniel from Oak Hall. I'm not at Oak Hall, but Scott McDaniel is here, and we are at the USSSA National Championship, not USSSA. As that's out of bounds. 2:28 to go, and really, at this point, the Wolves need to start making some shots and getting stops. As you mentioned, Coach, they are trading baskets, and that's not going to get it done.
No, and you're getting to a point now where you need to string a couple of threes together. Jones is obviously going to be aggressive here. Little one-on-one from the top. He squeezes one off, no good.
Hall with a putback though off the offensive rebound. A timeout taken by Mardell Jackson. RCCAM and Wolves, they trail it by 11, 65-54. Hall's had a good second half as he has scored 13 in the second half, now 15 in the game.
Almost all of them on putbacks, second shots, free throws.
Had 18 in the first half, only had 4 in the second half. He's maybe wearing down a little bit now with 22 points, but still in the game.
Been a lot less active. Been a lot less active on the boards. He hasn't gotten the second shot opportunities that he got in the first half. He's kind of played out here on the perimeter a little bit more, and that's, I think, a sign of fatigue and frustration.
On the other side of the coin, Sid Laurie has scored in the second half 12 points, 19 in the game. A lot of that's been inside with layups, and he's been joined by Brian Cuthrell, who in the second half has 7 points, 14 in the game in double figures, as well as Brian McKelvey with 12. And you know, the Light Disciples, they hit some threes. They've hit 4, but for the most part, they've really worked it inside, and that's been the difference in the game. RCCA and Wolves want to do that, but they just haven't been able to get the ball to fall as much.
Yeah, the Disciples have done a nice job of getting good shots initially, whereas they don't have as many offensive rebounds because of that. They're getting more layups and short jump shots, whereas on the other end, the Wolves are taking some longer shots, which forces them to go to the glass. And fortunately, they've been able to secure a bunch of putbacks, but still 11 down. Gotta have stops on every possession, and you've got to come down and get a good shot every time.
One more semifinal game coming up, and that'll be a 10th grade boys semifinal, and then here at Santa Fe College, 2 championship games to close it out today. There's a steal by Robinson. Probably should have taken it up, and he threw it back out and threw it away. Wow, there's Brunson with it, and now ahead it'll be an easy layup for Trey McLean, who now has 10. He's in double figures.
4-point swing.
Well,
Should have been a layup.
Yeah, Robinson looked like he just needed to take it up. He was open. Now we'll have Kopic for 3. It's no good. Hall missed the tip. Robinson with another rebound. His putback good, though, and a foul. So a chance for a 3-point play for Mario Robinson.
Cut it to 10. Cut it to 10 here with a free throw. And
1:49 left.
a couple of times they've pressured them. They've forced turnovers with the backcourt pressure. So maybe you've got something there.
Robinson with 6 points. Missed his only free throw attempt in the first half.
I think the Disciples need to make sure they get the ball to McLean's hands. He's been probably their most dependable and reliable ball handler to this point.
67-56 and doesn't go off back rim. Rebounded by Brian McKelvey. Now Cuthwell across half court. No need to rush here. And there will be a foul. Kopic reaches out and fouls McLean.
Now you're looking at 1-1.
That is team foul number 7 on the Wolves. So 1-on-1 for McLean, who is 1 for 4 at the line today. 10 points for Trey McLean. Tracy Smith about to come back in along with Yasid Lurie for the Disciples, and the first free throw is good.
Yeah, he's too good a player to be 1 for 4 from the line. That's surprising to me.
So with 1:40 to go, it's a 12-point lead, 68-56, and now 13. It's both.
That doesn't look like the stroke of a guy that was 1 for 4 from the line either.
69-56. 13-point lead again. Here's Jones dribbling across half court. Jones over left wing, now into the corner as Kelvin Jonas has it. Kopic for 3, left corner again, short back rim, but a rebound again by Dylan Hall. Dylan Hall has had an excellent game rebounding. Jones out top for 3. It's short this time. Loose ball on the floor. Robinson had it. Now it's on the floor, and McKelvey had it. And did he get a timeout? Yeah, he did. 1:19 to go. Timeout for the New Light Disciples, up 13, and that's this point now. Boy, it looks pretty much like the game maybe in the Disciples area.
Yeah,
pull it away.
I would agree with you, Marty. That would have been a shot there they needed to hit. At this point, you're down 13 points with a minute to go. You haven't been able to generate any consistent offense. It's obviously bleak at this point. Take care of the ball if you're the Disciples. Make sure you get a good shot or knock down your free throws. I'm going to assume they're going to foul to extend the game.
Jones, again, putting up a 3 there and just a little short. It's like he's maybe some tired arms and legs there. That's what you've seen. They had some good looks, have the Wolves. Had some open threes. Haven't been able to get them to go so much in the second half. They have hit 4 and 5 in the game, actually, but taking a lot of threes down the stretch. And I know down 13 now you kind of have to.
Well, that's it. They haven't played many guys. Not a lot of
Right.
rotating of players. So these guys have got to be tired.
In fact, they have not played. I don't think they played anybody off the bench. I think their 5 starters have been in the whole game that I've seen. I haven't noticed anyone off the bench at least.
That's one way to do it.
And they do have 6 guys listed on the bench, and I cannot recall calling their name or seeing them on the court. Well, pressure here. And now, right at half court, it's going to be tied up. Sessionero will keep it with the New Light Disciples. On the other side, Disciples have played 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys. Wait, actually, 4. Yeah, 8 players have gotten in the game for the New Light Disciples.
That helps. Here, once again, we talked earlier about the length of the court being it's not a traditional high school length, it's a college length court. So you're playing more guys. So your guys, your best players will be a little bit fresher down the home stretch. And conversely, the Wolves probably a little bit more fatigued. Therefore, the shots are coming up short. Maybe not as active on the glass or defensively as they need to be.
McLean, nice pass again. Oh, layup blocked though. Robinson blocked the attempt by Brunson. Under a minute to go now. And Kopic hits the 3. But they had to have that one. And he knocked it down, his 4th 3 of the game. 16 for Kopic, but at the other end, easy layup for McLean. 14 for McLean, and now it's 71-59, and with 40 seconds to go, almost over. Jones will try a pass underneath the Hall. Hall missed the shot from 5 feet in with the right hand, and now they'll foul Cuthrell, and with 32.5 to go, it looks like New Light Disciples are going to move on to the championship game later today here in the 11th grade boys side.
Yeah, they've played well. They've played really well. They've shot the ball well from the perimeter when they've needed to. They've made their free throws here down the stretch. They've handled the pressure for the most part. It's a good team.
Well, we'll see them here later this afternoon, about 3:30. They'll play either the Minneapolis Thunder or the Macon Georgia Bucks. That game being played over at Newberry High, and see who the winner of that game is. That'll be our matchup, our last game of the day.
Well, that'll be fun because we'll know these guys a little bit.
Right.
Have seen how they play, and
all the other teams have been new to us.
That's exactly right.
And I tell you, Minneapolis, I saw them yesterday, and they're a talented team. So those are the two teams. That'll be a good matchup later today. Macon also apparently has a very good team as McLean missed the free throw. 1-on-1 there. 18 fouls for both teams. Still some time. Oh, wow, and then dunking is Hall. Nice move by Dylan Hall.
He's an explosive athlete. You see that in his rebounding ability.
He has really picked it up in the second half. 15 points in the second half, only 2 in the first half. 17 in the game as Jonas commits his third foul. And again, 19.2 to go, a 10-point lead for New Light Disciples. Coach Brown and his team now smiles on their faces. So they're going to try to get in another player. Wesley Lotharp, who hasn't seen the floor, number 22, get some guys in here to play at the end. Number 0, John Barnes in. This is Guy Jackson, number 4, who's just in. He missed the free throw, but he got the rebound. And another foul. Well, nice run to the semifinals here for the team out of Lake City. RCC AMN, Richardson Community Center, Annie Maddox Park, North Inc. So they're called the Wolves out of Lake City. That's 10 team fouls, so it'll be 2 shots here for Guy Jackson. And he missed that again, right side of the rim. 15.8 to go. So coming up, we will have a 10th grade semifinal game for boys a little bit after 1 o'clock. As Jackson missed both. Rebounded there by Mario Robinson. 12 seconds to go. Here's Hall. And he dribbles, loses it. 7 seconds. Jones will try the 3 in front of the bench. Nearly made that one. And that is that. Our final 71-61. So the New Light Disciples out of Greensboro, North Carolina will play later today for the 11th grade boys championship. And again, a nice run for the RCC AMN Wolves comes to an end here in the semifinals. That's going to do it for our coverage of this 11th grade game. For the coach, Scott McDaniel, and for our videographer, producer, Vince Brown, I am Marty Palman saying so long for now from Santa Fe College in Gainesville. Another game coming up. Stay tuned as you are watching and listening to the USSSA National Boys and Girls Basketball Tournament live from Santa Fe College in Gainesville. Video streaming the Prep Zone and audio at FloridaCast.com. So long for now.